Alright, the fuck's your bull? Marcus 135 numbers after the name. Little tight Tuesday action, man. Games that come down the limit to the wall, to the wire. Want to talk a little bit of assault rifles, man. Want to talk about this FG42, maybe this name is going on? No, I'll write down the description, man. Whatever these bad boys call. I'm not 100% sure the names of the guns in these games, in all fairness. Because they kind of switch like a little bit up, you know? Like, what is it? The Thompson is called, like, well, I guess it has, like, kind of maybe its real name, rather than just calling it the Thompson and whatnot. Some guns kind of still keep the same name we know them historically in Call of Duty as, like the MP40, but some they kind of switched up a little bit on us, so not 100% sure. But I think it's the FG42, maybe something along those lines. But this gun is a monster, and I'm a big fan of this gun. And when I first prestiged, I wasn't 100% sure what to use my prestige token on. There was kind of three that I was looking at: the Thompson, the submachine gun side, and then I was looking at the ball, and then I was looking at this bad boy, and I ended up going with the ball just because I still haven't like unlocked all like the extended mags. I think is pretty necessary on the ball. Like I think it only has 20 bullets. I think extended mags might get it up to 30. Kind of wanted to try that out. Kind of wanted to try the advanced rifling out to help me out a little with my aim down there. And I hadn't really even played with the infantry class. I'm kind of trying to prestige that mountain division and whatnot. So I hadn't even given the bar necessarily the fairest chance. And I've heard the bar was amazing. And you also get it, I think, maybe 5, maybe a little more. But I think it's 5 levels after this bad boy. So I was kind of like, all right, I'm going to go with the bar. Next one up is this guy, though. But it came really close, man. The good thing about this gun is it's pretty much like a 3-shot machine, like almost at any distance. Like it's 3 shots, period. Like that's all you need. I believe the rate of fire on it is a little bit slower than other assault rifles, but that's kind of cool. It helps me really work with the recoil. It feels kind of like the M19, just maybe with like better recoil and a slower rate of fire is kind of what it feels like. And it almost looks like that to a certain extent of how it covers up here. I'm not a big fan of the iron sight, so I definitely recommend putting at least a red dot on this bad boy. I wasn't really too keen on that. Quick draw, you know, if you want to kind of snap a little bit quicker into it. I think I ended up running this guy with advanced rifling, quick draw, grip, and red dot, because I was running infantry, and I'm running that, I want to say it's primed perk that that lets you carry like an extra, like attached to your gun, but also allows less flinch when hit. I was kind of giving that a shot for a little bit, and I'm not 100% sure exactly how I like it, but I guess espionage probably is still your best basic perk, but I'm kind of trying to find what the second best one for me was. I was trying to run, I believe, Ordnance maybe it's called, the one that allows you to, it's kind of like Hardline, allows you to, you know, reroll your care packages and also get your kill streaks a little bit lower. But since kill streaks in this game aren't really that good, I was like, I don't really need that. I'd rather just try to get more kills with my gun, which in turn will get me the kill streaks anyway. If kill streaks were better in this game, like if there was like an equivalent of the, I mean, there is an equivalent of the lightning strike, I guess, right? Like the mortar rounds and whatnot, but I just don't feel it's as effective, which I think to me is largely based on the maps more than even the streaks themselves. But I think the streaks themselves have something to do with it too, because some of them are kind of weak sauce. You know, there should be a little more bang for your buck for what you're getting over here. But I haven't tried them all out yet, so I wanna keep that at pace, you know. But I have called in a pair of paratroopers once, and I think they got like a kill. I was like, excuse me, like say word. The ball turret, the biggest one, that's like the only one that to me looks kind of beastly. And I believe I only had it once, maybe like, it might have been even in the beta, man. And that's kind of like the only time I ever got it. I don't even like equip it anymore because it's pretty tough to get up all there. And I'm not at the point yet in this game where I'm kind of rolling through streaks constantly. I hope to get there at some point, but I'm not really there. So the way that I like to kind of use this gun is obviously at a distance. I don't think, once again, I think I'm kind of playing in the mountain division over here, so I don't have my bayonet. But the cool thing with assault rifle in this game, man, if you can rock them with the infantry division, you get that bayonet, and it's huge. It's kind of crazy because, I mean, for most of our Call of Duty existence, that melee was always that stab with the knife, 1 shot, 1 kill, no matter what, and you always had that in your back pocket. But recently they've changed it to up front it's at least 2 hits, and if you get somebody in the back it's still 1 hit. And what that's resulted in is most people don't even like try to like stab you or punch you or anything. They kind of just go for the shots, you know. They'll kind of hip fire and pray for the best, which is a fine enough strategy. But adding the bayonet over there gives you some extra reach, so it's almost kind of like a was it Commando? But was that kind of like the perk over there? They gave you the extended melee, I believe. Yeah, I think it might have been Commando. So it kind of gives you like almost a little bit of an extended melee reach. It gives you the bayonet charge too, but I'm not a big bayonet charge person myself. But it gives you that one-shot, one-kill ability, which we're not kind of used to anymore in this game. It's got me out of a ton of situations. You go and look, and here in Gibraltar, there are a couple buildings that you kind of play to. But the Saint Marie, whatever map, I can't remember the exact name of it. That map to me is the epitome of how good a bayonet is. Because I will, in that map, be in a building, right, shooting out one of those windows. Which, you know, once you get like a couple kills over there, you know someone's going to come try to find you. And I'll come down with the bayonet, you know, and kind of play those corridors and stab people like along the way, either up or down. Sometimes they'll get me if I'm not really 100% paying attention. They can still sneak up on you if you're not playing it well. But I've had, and I think I'll post like the video hopefully here soon. I got a merciless once, just going from shooting like a couple people down the window. Then they'd come after me in the building. I'd run up and down the stairs, you know, timing it out as best as I could. Stab, 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 go back up to the window, pop a couple of other people and spawn, and rinse and repeat. Until I think I honestly ran out of ammo at a certain point, because I was like, I can't keep doing this. I got to keep moving. I had to get another gun. I had to get out of there, something like that. All right. So to me, the bayonet really is a huge thing in how I play these kind of weapons, because it allows me to use a weapon like this, which is something that I mainly want to use at long range. But since the maps here are kind of tilting towards the small side, and there's a lot of people up in your face, and the spawns don't really necessarily change too much, so sometimes I kind of spawn and there's people close to me, it's good to have that option of, hey, I can just bayonet the dude, and that's kind of it. Obviously, if you're on the infantry perk. If you're not, then, yeah, I wouldn't really recommend it. But for assault rifles, I definitely recommend the infantry perk. I've kind of been thinking about mixing and matching some stuff. Like, I've been using assault rifles with the mountain division just because I think the mountain, I believe I'm speaking that right. The mountain's kind of like the sniper one, and I'm not really the biggest fan of that. It does give you ghost when you kind of go a little bit further down the line, but then again, if you're using an assault rifle or if you're using anything, now that I think about it, if you use any gun, you'll show up on the map because the only thing that could be suppressed are assault rifles under the airborne class. So you're going to be on the map anyway, which kind of defeats the purpose of Ghost a little bit, but at least maybe you'll be able to sneak up on people without them knowing. That's even like a little bit of a stretch over there. So they really kind of balanced that out and tuned it out in the game where you can't necessarily OP on anything. But to me, I'd roll infantry division. I roll with this FG42 gun over here, man. This thing is to me a beast. 3-shot monster. Also pretty good if you just kind of you hip fire it or whatnot. It gets the job done up close in an emergency situation, but definitely better long range and definitely better. The further away the guy is, the better it is. The recoil is very controllable, and that kind of makes this gun to me a monster. I'd be very curious to see what you guys are using out there. I'm mainly going now Thompson FG42. And I'm still experimenting with submachine gun glass. I have a little video probably out there later, man. But Thompson MP40.